Hi. Yeah, I got a lot of good comments on my last video, and I do appreciate that. I did get one negative comment from an atheist, but that happens. You mentioned God, they just come right out and have to express themselves, and that's good. They should, because as they express themselves, they see themselves, and we all learn from it. Um, but one person did make a comment that why didn't I mention Satan? I guess what that person meant was, we're saved from Satan. Well, yeah, we're still here, and Satan is the ruler of this world. So technically, we have to suffer the work of Satan because we're here. We're in the world. We're still in the world. We didn't leave the world. But anyways, but I do agree though that we do need to talk about Satan. It's a subject that needs to be discussed. I don't want to frighten people because fear is a tool that Satan uses, and so we need to ignore that. Also, I feel that I missed something that I should have mentioned in my earlier video. I try to keep them short. It was 10 minutes. I know people don't like to listen to long videos. I know I don't like to. If it's a long video, I'll probably put it aside and wait till I have time, and I may not find that time. So, anyways. So, but what I didn't mention is that Jesus rose, and for my Muslim friends who claim that Jesus didn't die, well, technically he didn't, right? Because when you die, you don't come back. Well, Jesus came back, so technically he didn't die. So you're right. So I hope that we don't get hung up on that. But he rose, and you see, he was like suffering, being tortured, tormented, and the people he loved hated him, and that hurt awfully bad. I'm sure it did, because I know how that hurts. And then that all ended. He died in the flesh, you could say. It all ended. And then he rose again. And according to the Jehovah's Witnesses, he was crowned king of heaven for it, which is great. So he became the greatness he was meant to be. And that's what we are to do. The trouble that is holding us back, we need to lay that onto the cross with him. And then with that trouble put aside, rise up and be the greatness that we're supposed to be. And so that was the shortcut that was created for us. So it's a two-step process. It isn't just believing in the death of Christ. It's also the rising of Christ. So anyways, so this video here is going to be about Satan. Let me get some resources, and I'll be right back. Yeah, I have two scriptures for you. They're both from Matthew, and I think they're really important. The first one is, "And again the devil took him to a very high mountain, and showed him all the kingdoms of the world and their splendor. All these I will give you," he said, "if you will bow down and worship me." Now, there is a church of Satan. They claim to be followers of Satan, but they're just atheists, and to them this is a big joke, and they're just having fun. But real worshipers of Satan, they won't tell you that they worship Satan. I'm going to include a link here because I knew a guy in the Navy who claimed to be the son of Satan. He worshiped Satan. He became a Christian. It's a very interesting story. I wrote it down so it would never be forgotten, and the link is included. But people who really worship Satan, they're not going to tell you that they worship Satan, and they might even tell you that they're Muslim, or that they're Christian, or that they're Jew, but they're certainly not going to tell you that they worship Satan. It's a secret cult. And the second verse that I'd like to share with you is, "Jesus turned and said to Peter, 'Get behind me, Satan. You are a stumbling block to me. You do not have in mind the concerns of God, but merely human concerns.'" So the point here is Satan does indeed work in this world. Even the apostles of Jesus weren't immune, and look at government, even our own government. It justifies the cruelest, most inhumane treatment of people, and it calls it war, and it's justified, and it's legal. And how is this even possible? Well, there you go. That's an example of Satan. We're on the eve of destruction, and this is all the work of Satan. Well, I could share more, but I want to keep this short, and we all have to figure things out for ourselves, and I don't want to sound like I'm preaching or anything. I just ask that you keep an open mind. Don't believe something just because somebody says it, or you read it in a book, or you heard it on TV or the radio. And don't disbelieve something just because it doesn't sound right. Research everything before you make up your mind on something. That's all I ask. Love and peace. Keep your head down and eyes open.